Hey there, Sagittarius, Sun, Sagittarius, Moon, Sagittarius, Rising. Welcome to your reading for the week of June 5th through the 11th. It's a very interesting energetic change and shift that is happening this week. We have Venus moving into fellow fire sign of Leo. It's going to be there until we get to the 17th of the 17th till October 10th. And so this energy here, she's going to do a retrograde. This is energy that she's coming to empower us. And so that energy trines you. I love your cards so far because like your overall energy, we have the path. And that is because because Venus is changing signs. Pluto is backing up into Capricorn, and Mercury is moving home into Gemini. There is this energy around. We all feel the need for the change, and we're going to start making it. And you have the card of the path. You have the distant horizons, and the gift. You have a gift. So that receiving something, let's find out. I wanted to say receiving information, but let's just see what we get here for that before we get I hear information. So there's some kind of information coming with this gift also. And it's coming through the heart. Yeah, I think you're getting some downloads and information. Wow, there you go. There it is. Okay, so the gift that you're receiving, it is coming through your heart space. Look, there it is, the pathway, the choices, making a choice and a decision. So this is the card of the ways. This is the card of the pathway of choosing and deciding in the Lenormand deck. So which way are you going to go? And so I think you receive some downloads and intuition. It's going to come through your spiritual guidance. I want to grab one more card here before I get too far into this, but we have a lot of energy around. That's 17 again. Okay, so that's 17. All right. In the area of the challenge or the mountain, you have the card of the stork, the long-awaited change. And there's a celebratory action around this. It's actually the mating dance of cranes. This kind of carries like a lover's energy to me. This card definitely carries a lover's energy. And what are you going to transform? It's something in the heart space. And in the heart space, we have the letter. This is the information. That's what it felt like. You were receiving information. It's the gift. There is something coming to you that really speaks to your heart, that really allows you to be very open to the choice and decision. So where you have been feeling blocked, the key to the situation is the mountain. Where you've been feeling blocked about this change, this opportunity, about which way to go, which direction to go, what creates the joy, what creates the happiness, that information is somehow coming to you this week. You will be receiving what you need in order to make choices and decisions. You have been kind of in this head, heart, looking both ways, of two minds. You've got it's almost like the drama masks, right? But it's about making a choice. And one of them's got the sun, one's got the moon, one's smiling and happy and outward expression. The other one's on the inside, feeling a little emotional, a little wound up by the situation. And so it's been creating some kind of a block, but you have been seeking guidance spiritually. Because in the area of where to seek the guidance, either you have been or you should be on the spiritual path here. We've got the labyrinth. Again, this is Ciro Marchetti. He puts in bonus cards in his deck, his Lenormand deck, and you have 3. So of the 10 cards on the table, 3 of them are bonus cards. That's a pretty significant portion here to really help us figure out what's going on. And this card right here, you're making my face itch, Sagittarius. You guys, that full moon was like launching you forward. I almost feel like it totally released and opened up the gates. We had Mercury clear its shadow last Thursday, and now here it's coming home. And it's coming home to Gemini, though, which opposes your sign. But I think it really, it's so comfortable there. I think that it's information that flows in about a partnership, possibly business or personal, some kind of an endeavor, because I'm seeing the mating dance here, this energy here in the heart space. So what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to dig deep. Here's the third one, the well. That's not in typical Lenormand either. The light, the information, go deep within your emotions to find the answer, to find the solution to the problem that you're looking for, and then apply it with strategy, right? And so it is like going inside to figure out what it is you want, what is of value to yourself, right? Venus wants us to feel empowered, especially when she's in Leo. And so she's like, let's stand up for ourselves and what's important in our heart space. And so it's this communication that you have for yourself. It might be a good time to do a little journaling, because journaling is actually channeling. It's a great way to channel your higher self to get the ideas. So you start writing about something that's bothering you, and you just don't, it's best, I found, for me personally, if it's something, I actually start writing the question. Well, so this and such a thing is going on, and I'm thinking I could do this or I could do that, and the next thing I know, the pen takes over. I'm not really paying attention, and I find that solutions come to me, but it's really my higher self. And a lot of people do this without recognizing it for what it is. It's channeling. And so there's some kind of information. This card here, my Italian's not so great, but I would have to say this card is definitely about a commitment and about being committed about something that you really care about, that is a passion to you. In the area of resources, you have being open to receiving, but she's waiting patiently. It's not there yet. I'm sorry, Sag. I know that patience card, right? But it's on its way. I would say it's on its way, even though the mountain here has been this block. And it's the key to the situation. There's a block. There is a delay. But it almost looks like you're pulling up anchor and heading into distant horizons. I feel like you have been kind of stuck in place, and whatever it is that you need that allows you to lift up the anchor and moving forward, that is coming to a completion here. So, action to take, what to anchor your energy into here, we have the fox. That is strategy, but it's also business. That's cunning. It's Venus energy. That is totally Venus energy there. It is about being really grounded, working smarter, not harder, in order to achieve your goals. Huh. Thank you. That's fun. Okay, so you have the card here of Bitchfire. She's striking a match, and it says stand up for yourself. But then you have the Phoenix, which says, how's that for happily ever after? So stand up for yourself and what you want. How's that for happily ever after? But also what I just got out of this is when a phoenix dies, it bursts into flame, and the heat from the flame is what creates the heat that cracks open the egg that it's laid in order to produce another phoenix. And so this is how you rise from the ashes, by standing up for yourself. This is you. This is self-empowerment magnified. But I think there's something from within, something really important, that you're open to receiving the information that you need, the guidance you need. The door opens that you thought was closed or locked. So maybe you've been waiting on acceptance for a loan, or maybe you've been waiting on acceptance into a program, or maybe you've been waiting on an acceptance into a job, and it's like all of a sudden the doors open up and you can step forward onto your path. But this is about not, not taking no for an answer. So just recently was talking to somebody who said that they went and they had done a job shadow that was not paid. It was training that wasn't paid, which is illegal. Let's just say that. And then she waited to hear back about the job and didn't hear back. So she went in to talk to the owner, and the owner's like, I don't know anything about this. And so she had gone in and worked with somebody who was leaving, and this individual had acquired a lot of her personal information. But through her persistence, she was able to get the job that she was going for in the first place. And she also has some legal recourse with this guy. So, it's something about being strategic, waiting to receive the information, but also, I want to say, being strategic about how you go about using that information and what you do with it. So you have here the card of time. It's your thoughts, too. So again, there's this impatience energy always lately. Usually it's Capricorn that gets it, but lately Sag is getting it. Okay, so it's called time. Here we've got fish that are swimming up in the clouds by the trees. Okay, what is it about time that gives such power? The power to change all that exists back into dust. What is the unseen force akin to the wind, a force that can shape the land as well as our lives? Learning to play with time, a surreal element, like fish swimming in the treetops. A person never knows, one more time. A person of power knows how to arrange time. Put on your watch and be aware of the time at which you do everything. Watch the sun, the moon, the transits of the stars. Find out what time that Venus is the lowest in the sky before dawn. Oh, I really want to invite you to come over to Facebook and work with this Venus energy. You want to read that? Holy crap. Okay, be aware of your physical cycles, when you get hungry, when you sleep. Our society is obsessed with time. So now, become time. I'm always in the right place at the right time with the right people and the right opportunities. If you use that statement, and I am very, very impatient. I have a lot of initiating energy and I want to get stuff done now. But when you say, I'm always in the right place at the right time with the right people and the right opportunities, then it doesn't matter what the timing is because you're going to be on divine time. And the other thing, let's go back there, what was it? Oh, when you have a lot of things to do, I wake up some mornings and my list is long, and I say, I am a time manager. And I will accomplish today all the things that I need to and a few of the things I want to. And I'll be right on time and I'll be right on schedule in divine timing. And so when I set that intention for the morning, I will be really productive that day. And I should probably do it way more often than I do it. And you are invited to do that if you would like to. But become time. Time is a human construct, right? In the other realms, time does not exist. Everything happens at the same time. But here, in order for us in this denser energy to navigate it, we have this linear timeline. Which, by the way, we can jump timelines too. We could be going along. Oh wow, this is interesting. We can be going along, and then the timeline split. We can continue going the way we are, or we can say, you know what, I want to be over there, and just boop, and then you keep going. How do you do that? You do that with your intention. You decide what it is that you want. You focus on it. You pull up anchor, and you let yourself go in the path, in the direction that you want to go. I also want to say that if you are feeling blocked and stopped on something, that is a gift of time. So let's just say, okay, let's just say you've been trying to get pregnant and or get a business idea off the ground, the birth of something. It feels like a birth of something. There's something that you've been trying to do, and it just doesn't, the pieces are not falling into place the way that you would like. Step back and look at it and say, okay, you know what? I can't do that right now. So what can I do? And so, for instance, if you are trying to get pregnant or start a business and it's not happening yet, I would appreciate the gift of time you have to do all the things you really like to do. Because once you have a child or a new business, you are super busy, and leisure time is a luxury that doesn't seem to come by easily. And so maybe you have the luxury of time to yourself right now, and I would utilize it if you have it. Do some of the things that are on that wish list of things you'd like to do while you're waiting around to do the other thing that seems to have a divine timing aspect around it. So, if you are obsessed with something, it's better to explore it than to deny it. Then it is possible to give up your obsession and let it take its proper place in your life. Your power depends on your balance and use and understanding of time. So if there's something that you're really interested in, this is also an opportunity for you to kind of chase down the information on it, to seek more information, to recognize whether or not it's something for you. But it's really important that you stand up for yourself. like that fire, be the phoenix that rises up, right? Because you guys are through the integration process. After the South Node went through your sign, past year and a half you've been integrating. And now it's time to start getting things going. That South Node exits Scorpio on July 18th. And you should really start to feel the shift then, but it looks like you're sliding into it right now. And so it could be that these next 5 weeks are your gift of time to really kind of enjoy these last quiet moments in your life before things start really picking up pace. So kind of interesting. Ooh, Venus does her retrograde on the 22nd of July, so right after that energy. And so there might be a chance to go back and pick up the threads of something before you move forward too. Kind of fun that way. All right, you guys take great care. I'm on Facebook. I'd love to see you over there. If you would like a personal reading, I have opened up my calendar a little bit, so information about that is in the description box below. You guys have a great week, and I'll see you back here when we talk about that new moon in Gemini that is opposing your sign. That should be interesting. Talk to you soon.